Hi everyone, and welcome to Vane's 0.017 update summary. As usual with our releases, we're going to go over some of the higher level stuff we've worked on for the new update. This update's a bit smaller than our previous ones, mostly because we've decided to release this one after only 1 month instead of 2. Also, most of the beginning of the month was more dedicated to hotfixes, which you can see changelogs for on Steam. We think people will appreciate a faster release cycle, but we're not committed to anything yet. If you're new to Vane, be sure to wishlist it on Steam, and while you're there, try out the game. Let's get into it. As usual, we've been working on the level design and world behind the scenes. New areas are undergoing active development daily, but we want to keep most of it a secret so that we can pleasantly surprise everyone once they're ready. The new areas include Lion Mountain, a former mining town, and Dannemora, home to the maximum security Clinton Correctional Facility. More news soon. We added a scent component to the world, enabling things like swamps to have a smell attached to them. As with rotten food or corpses, bad smells are more likely to attract zombies. We've added a ban management system to the admin menu. This allows admins to unban players without digging around the server config files. We've removed the performance-heavy clouds that we had and replaced them with a much faster and better-looking version. We've made extended magazines for the Wolfram and Lone Star pistols. We've added a new weapon to the game, the 38 Special. This can be found in similar conditions to the Wolfram 17 and Lone Star. The maximum range of bullets and their audio have been modified to make long-range sniping and firefights effective. Finally, we've added bullet impact sounds, which should hint to you when your shots land on targets. Dozens of new stat perks have been added. Our goal is to have at least a perk at level 25 and 50 for every stat. Speaking of stats, Immunity has been merged into Vitality. Immunity was a stat meant to prevent players from becoming ill, but we thought about it and decided it was too limited to be effective, so Vitality now accounts for illness. We added the ability to cover windows with newspaper or cardboard to prevent people from seeing in them at minimal expense. This would be good to do when you've just occupied a house, but not had time to fortify it properly. You can now build wells, fluid barrels, and battery chargers. Wells are work in progress but can be tainted if something that's not water gets added to them. Fluid barrels were built in response to players using rain collectors as makeshift fluid storage, and battery chargers have been a player request for a while now, so we managed to get them in for this update. We added webhooks for multiplayer servers that send Discord messages when players send chat or file an admin report. This allows for connectivity between a Discord server and in-game chat, letting viewers keep up with what's happening in their server. There's a new hair and beard selection UI, something that was often requested by the community, that lets you preview different hairstyles and beards. We made a major change such that all items can now be clothing, in addition to flat items. This is an under-the-hood change, but it opens up what we can do with our items. Specifically, it helps with the feature that prompted this. We've retooled how asphyxiation works in Vane. With the new Lion Mountain area being a former mining town, we wanted to add extra danger to the lower levels of the mine. Black damp is a hazard in coal mines where the oxygen in the air is absorbed by the coal, reducing the oxygen amount to an unbreathable level. We added rebreathers and oxygen tanks that are wearable to allow you to explore and loot the mines safely. These are of course also usable underwater so that you can dive for a longer period of time, which will help when acquiring rare materials from underwater caves or shipwrecks. Damage to vehicles from impacts has been increased. It is now much more damaging to vehicles to run into a zombie or a lamppost. Vehicles have been well known to be the easiest way to kill zombies, and we want to reduce this behavior such that players avoid running into things. In addition, we added a dedicated keybind to the game for vehicle ignitions. It's unbound by default, but you can bind it if you wish. Finally, we've added fluid decay to Vane. This is a system that has been in for a while but simply inactive. Perishable fluids like milk will rot over time if not properly preserved or refrigerated, making them undrinkable and putrid. Water was formerly broken down into 3 types: clean water, dirty water, that is, water with microbes in it, and putrid water, water with solid waste in it. Now there's just water with a percentage dirtiness that goes from 0 to 100%. Similarly, engine oil and dirty engine oil were 2 separate fluids, but have been unified so you can reuse and mix engine oil between vehicles. Anyways, that's about it for the update summary. Thanks for watching. We always appreciate comments, feedback, and criticism. Everything either helps motivate us or improve the game. Once again, if you haven't yet, please wishlist the game on Steam, or if you're financially able, give us a donation. Links are in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.